everybody, TJ Schwartz here with Montana Drone Company, here to answer a customer submitted question about drone battery life. Now, the question was regarding basically everything and anything about the batteries. How long do they last? At what point do I need to return when I'm in the critical state? And that's what this video is going to be all about. So first and foremost, I could cover all the batteries for every drone. That'd be a pretty long list. So I'm going to focus on a pretty common drone, the Phantom 4. Now with the Phantom 4, typical battery lasts around 28 minutes. Now this can change due to temperature because we're in the colder winter months. Something to keep in mind is that your batteries, unless you warm them up with our tip of using hand warmers, they won't last as long. A really handy feature that DJI provides in its GoFly app is actually a battery life meter at the top of your heads-up display for the application. It'll start out green, saying you have around 28 minutes of life, depending on your battery situation. It'll then turn yellow. At this point, that's the warning state. The warning state is basically just a reminder that, hey, you're getting a little low on battery. Make sure to keep the drone within probably a few hundred yards, just in case you need to enter sport mode to get out of a sticky situation or anything like that. And then finally it'll turn red, indicating that it has entered the critical state of the battery. Now when this happens, a warning is actually going to flash up, indicating that you need to return home, or essentially return to wherever you took off. Otherwise the drone is in danger of losing all of its battery life and crashing out a mile away. Now you can ignore this, but we don't really recommend it, as when it enters the critical state you probably have at most around 2 minutes of flight time, and if you do need to go into sport mode to avoid something, you will drain that battery insanely fast. Speaking of sport mode, you can expect probably a 30% return on your battery life. So a typical flight time would be 28 minutes for the Phantom 4, but in sport mode you're probably only looking at around 8 to 10. Other than that, the only tip that we have for this week, since we're talking about batteries, is battery storage. You don't want to put them in a place that's too hot, anywhere damp. You want it nice and dry, low humidity, and just moderate temperature. Nothing extreme cold, nothing extreme hot. That's all we have for this week. Thank you for your time.